Okay, so everybody, welcome. All right, today is Wednesday and it's October 2nd, year 2024. All right, October's Ring of Fire solar eclipse will dazzle parts of South America and the Pacific.
Hello everyone, welcome back to KXAN Live. I'm Esmeralda Zamora. Happy Tuesday. Today I'm here with our reporter, Eric Henriksen, our space reporter. Eric, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fabulous. It's a beautiful day. Have you seen how pretty it is outside? The weather's kind of finally gained to acceptable levels. I consider this acceptable when we're in the 90s as opposed to the hundreds. I've lived in Texas too long. That's going to be acceptable.
But I consider it holiday season.
It's not. We were talking about this right before we started. It's not holiday season. It is fall, but it's not holiday season. I don't think holiday season starts at the bare minimum until Thanksgiving. I love Halloween. I don't consider it a holiday. I consider it a great day for festivities and parties. My wedding.
About space. So today we have a space topic, right?
We do. There's an eclipse. There's another eclipse. You thought you were done with eclipses, but it turns out they come back every year in some way, shape, or form. We have one more left this year. We had two annular eclipses. This is one of them. We had a total eclipse in April, and then we had a lunar eclipse. So we've had 4 total this year alone. The sun ones, the other ones, we're talking about solar eclipses specifically today, because the lunar ones, they're a little more common. Solar eclipses are 3 big ones, with 2 annular, with this one coming up tomorrow is October 2nd. October 2nd, an eclipse.
Right, so that's today.
I didn't even know about this till today because it's in a weird part of the world. But it does touch the United States just a tiny bit. And so we'll talk about that.
And what part of the United States?
Hawaii. Hawaii is going to get this eclipse. So I know, unless you're traveling to Hawaii in the next 48 hours, it's going to happen pretty early in the day in Hawaii. You're going to miss it.
Oh, he said Hawaii. I didn't see Hawaii in the article. I'm going to enter Hawaii over here in the calculator, and we're going to see if it matches with my slides. And oh, check it out. Look at right off the bat. They didn't say Hawaii anywhere in my article, but we heard it in the video. Look at that right away. Let me make that big for you. Right there. Right away, look. Hawaii 51 like moon. You see that right there? And then moon also has that 15. That's interesting, isn't it? All right. And that is interesting also. Today's the second day of the 10th month. 210 numerology rules 21. That's interesting as well. Okay, so awesome. So that was on the fly. Now we'll listen to maybe a few more seconds and then we'll go forward. Not a long decode, y'all.
They're also going to get a little piece of this eclipse. So the eclipse path goes from, I'm going to have to do this math in my head real quick. It goes northwest of Hawaii down to the southeast to the southern tip of South America. That's where it stops. That's a picture of this type of eclipse. This is a Ring of Fire annular eclipse. There are 2 types.
Remember they had the Ring of Fire match. They called it the Ring of Fire, Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. Remember that?
Of eclipses for people who don't remember all of our eclipse lessons at the beginning of the year. I remember we all did all this, but I'm going to quick refresher on everybody. 2 types of eclipses. A third type if you count partial eclipses, which are eclipses that are not fully, it's when the moon doesn't fully cover the
Okay, so I'm comfortable just going forward now. I'd probably do a better job than this guy, right?
sun.
Okay. You see that right there? You know what's amazing? We just saw those numbers with Hawaii. Oh, it's magic. The Ring of Fire is an annual solar eclipse that occurs when the moon is at the farthest point from the Earth in its orbit. This makes the moon appear slightly smaller than the sun from Earth's vantage point. It's an October eclipse. Ring of Fire, October 33 and 39, like eclipse. And it is amazing because on the fly, we got to go over here and we got to look at what they want to sell us, but we hit X. Look at that. Hawaii 33 right there. And you see There's that 39, 33, and 39 in Hawaii on the fly. Just like October and eclipse. And that was completely on the fly. I didn't watch that video first. So that's amazing. Shout out. And look, I hope y'all enjoy the slides. Okay. Solar eclipse. It says right there, look, October's ring of fire. Solar eclipse will dazzle parts of South America and the Pacific. Look, solar eclipse 53, just like the Pacific. In the reduction cipher, 190 in reverse. And even ring of fire matches up perfect with the Pacific in reverse reduction at 55. That's super amazing. And again, if you're new over here, we just use the 4 ciphers, right? Ordinal, you see it right there? Easy, right? Reverse, and then reduction applied to both. Okay, that's the chart. You just reduce at the 10th. Make it all single digits, add the 2 digits together, just do it until you get a single digit. Okay, so that's very nice, right? And let's go back over here. The sun and the moon are about the same size when you look at them in the sky, though that's just thanks to the coincidence that the sun is about 400 times farther away than the moon and also about 400 times bigger. All right, and over here, in celestial mechanics, an orbit is the curved trajectory of an object, such as the trajectory of a planet around a star, or of a natural satellite around a planet, or of an artificial satellite around an object or position in space, such as a planet, moon, asteroid, or Lagrange point. And you know what's interesting about this? Distance. About 93,000 miles, whatever. That's amazing when you're talking about like the sun and the moon. I'm in the Valley of the Sun in Arizona. Arizona equals 39, which is amazing. And that 93 also pops up a lot with Arizona. That's just interesting, talking about the Valley of the Sun out here in Arizona, right? So that's cool. Now we're going to go back over here. And for real, I love doing these eclipse decodes. Look at, again, look, solar eclipse and the Pacific. 2 out of the 4 base ciphers. Bam. Ring of fire in the Pacific, 55 and 55. Remember that 55 landed with Dikembe Mutombo's death. Wow. Number 55. Ooh, right before the Ring of Fire, 55. Wow, that is interesting, right? Well, Argentina equals 55 as well. And that was the last decode I did, the Mutombo, with the 55, man. And God and Satan equal 55. Talk about fire. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the sky. That's interesting. You see? October's Ring of Fire solar eclipse will dazzle parts of South America and the Pacific. And the annual solar eclipse will be visible today, Wednesday. I don't know if y'all, right? They always make a big deal out of this, and it's like, did it happen? You got to be in a certain area. I didn't see nothing. But look, Wednesday, right? Today over Easter Island and the tips of Argentina and Chile. Argentina's got that 55. How about that? And look, 355-day span from Saturday, October 14th, 2023. Annular solar eclipse 2023. Everything you need to know. An annular solar eclipse will come to North America. We have summarized how you can watch and all of that. Interesting, right? So a 355-day span from that eclipse. Argentina 55. A ring of fire eclipse of the sun is coming, but only a lucky few will be in the path. The annular solar eclipse. You see that? Will be visible again today, Wednesday. And again, you see that October 14 right there with the 2023, right? Again, over Easter Island and the tips of Argentina and Chile. Look at that October 14. 14 landed all day long yesterday, right? Did the decode Pete Rose, number 14, born in 41, right? On the 14th day of the fourth month, like 14. Okay. And we mentioned Mutombo with the 55, the former NBA player with that death. So you see how these numbers come into play and how it connects all of the stories. Whatever you want to call it, ritual, whatever you want to call it. I call it the world's ran on numbers. Everything's got a balance. Bye bye 55. Hello 55. Okay? And what else do we have here? Oh yeah, the 14, that landed with Mark Kotze, manager of the Oakland A's, as they're moving to Las Vegas. He had the number 14 as well on his jersey, and there was 14s all over that decode. So you see how this is connecting with the baseball decodes I did and with the death of Dikembe Mutombo, number 55. And as I mentioned, God and Satan equal 55. Now, this is Easter Island, a Chilean territory, is a remote volcanic island in Polynesia. Its native name is Rapu Nui. I'm not sure how to say it. I'll go with that for now. No disrespect. It's famed for archaeological sites, including nearly 900 monumental statues called Maui. Looks like Maui, but it's not, right? Created by inhabitants during the 13th through 16th centuries. The Moai, we'll say Moai, are carved human figures with oversized heads, often resting on massive stone pedestals called ahus. Ahu Tongariki has the largest group of upright Moai, and that looks amazing. Imagine how amazing that would be to visit that, right? And hold on, when is Easter? On the fly. When was Easter? Don't tell me it was 4/14. I don't remember. Easter 2024 date. Okay, the 31st day of the third month. I didn't look at that. So we'll note that and just see if that comes into play at some point, right? On the fly. Shout out to y'all. We go back over here and look at this amazing site of Easter Island. And Easter Island equals 46, like Rapa Nui, and 80 as well. And you get 80 with the Pacific. Okay? So you see, you don't have to know what the stuff is. The code plays itself out. All right? So as I apply pressure to the negative decoders out there, they scramble, they hustle and put together a couple minute videos because they're not dedicated like I am. Okay? Right? I'll put together longer videos for y'all. If you want to watch shorter videos, you should go check out Richard West. He's usually in my comments. There's still not an easy way to find his channel. It's his prerogative. I link it every time I get a chance. But shorter videos, I recommend check out Richard West because he's not a gatekeeper and he's caught up to speed with the code in the present. He doesn't sit around and argue about the 1500s and where this came from and blah, 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 blah. He just hits with the code. This is where we're at in the present. Bam, let's keep it moving. He's not a deceiver, right? So you see, no matter how you do it. Okay, and we're going to play this. This is Ring of Fire. And I think this might be the one from 23 maybe, but let's check it out. If not, this is something we need to see anyways, right? Ring of Fire, solar eclipse seen across parts of the U.S. Let's see what they're talking about here.
Across the U.S.,
Look, it's Russell.
a
Yeah, I
stunning
think this is the one, the October 14, 2023 right here. Look at that, Valley of the Gods, Utah. Can you believe it?
image that North America has witnessed only 5 times this millennium.
I mean, it doesn't look real. I didn't think I would cry.
The annular solar eclipse, or ring of fire, happens when the moon passes between the sun and Earth, creating a fiery orange ring around the moon's shadow.
It's literally just this perfect ring, and it's glowing, it's radiant. I feel like I'll be dreaming about this for weeks to come. I was thinking of the song, Ring of Fire.
Depending on clear skies
They don't know the whole time. This is, Ritual City, right? Energy.
and location,
Wow, this is a perfect ring of fire. It's just so crisp.
you
Does look
likely
nice.
got to see images like these, from cloudy skies in Idaho to Valley of the Gods, Utah, and the State Aquarium
Valley
in
of the
Corpus
Gods.
Christi, Texas.
In one particular location on Earth, it's normally 375 years between eclipses. So it's rare that a person gets to experience it in their lifetime in their specific location. Nowhere else in the solar system do you get these types of eclipses.
People driving hundreds of miles to get the best view.
We drove like
Really?
9 hours and we had to take a day off of work,
That is
but we
cool,
decided
though.
that was worth it.
In Los Angeles, even a partial eclipse drew in a crowd, many arriving hours early to get the best seats in town
This one, like I said, this is from 2023.
at the Griffith Observatory.
It's a mob, a happy mob
Oh, look at this guy. Nice tie.
that's actually engaged with the cosmos.
No matter the age,
It's a really cool sight to see.
viewers were over the moon.
Looks amazing.
It's 9:24 a.m. in Los Angeles, maximum eclipse,
All
making
right, let's go forward.
the sky across the
Okay, look, what's today's date? Now, the annual solar eclipse will be visible Wednesday. That's today, over Easter Island and the tips of Argentina and Chile. Today's 102. Eclipse equals 120, right? How about this? The Saturday, October 14th, 2023 annual solar eclipse. You see right there? It's amazing because that was the day leaving 78 days in the year. October equals 78 in the code, y'all. Take a gander at that. And something else with the 14 as you're looking. Remember Rich Homie Quan? He died, right? Sympathy with the death. If he really died, okay? That's what they say. His birthday, the 10th month, 4th day, like 14. And again, Pete Rose, number 14, gone by the numbers. You saw the 55 connecting with Mutombo. I mentioned the Oakland A's. There was 14s all over that decode in their move to Vegas. Right? So take a look at that. Amazing. The annual solar eclipse above Boise, Idaho, reaches its peak with the moon covering 80% of the sun Saturday, October 14th, 2023. Back to that, right? Look, Boise, Idaho has the 51 and 57, just like moon. And we go back over here to the calculator. You see? Hawaii's got that 51 again. And remember the 33 and then the 39 that connected earlier as well, right? Okay. Look over here. All right. And you know what? Check this out. Right here, reaches its peak with the moon covering 80% of the sun. Saturday, October 14th, 2023. Look at the 80%. Let's go back. That connects there with this one today. Easter Island 80, Rapa Nui 80, the Pacific 80. Everything is
across
numbers, y'all. Y'all, if y'all got a local decode from wherever you're at, something trending in the news, drop it in the comments. I'll break out the decode. Okay, I'll link you. You can check it out. They don't want you to know that. They want you to think these are individual rituals and the people at the forefront are look at this ritual I caught. Nope. Everything is fake and scripted. They don't want me to talk about it's very deep down to your personal life. Powers to be want to stay in control. They keep the world balanced. It's drawn out for you already. Okay? So that it's just amazing how everything connects like that. And I enjoy putting the slides together for y'all. Remember that rap group, The Clips? Let's go look at them real quick just to see if we can go one step farther here. Rap group, The Clips. I guess I'll be typing it. And let's just see if something amazing hits. Hip hop duo, Virginia. Let's just go down real quick and just see if something pops. Virginia. No Malice is one of the guys. And then you got Pusha T. Thornton. So let me just do this real quick. Pusha T birthday.
May 13th,
Almost on the
1977.
14th, right?
According to Wikipedia, Pusha T was born Terrence
Almost.
LeVar Thornton on May
No
13th,
Malice
1977, in the Bronx
Oh, No
borough of
Malice has my birthday. Look at that.
August 18th, 1972. According to
Okay, so
Wikipedia,
that didn't
No
land.
Malice was born Gene Elliott Thornton Jr. on August
I had to
18th,
try, right?
1972, in the Bronx borough of New York City.
The Clips debut release album date. Okay.
According to
No
Wikipedia,
date.
exclusive audio footage is the debut
Okay, I
studio
tried.
album from Virginia hip-hop duo Clips.
I tried, right? Okay. So let me go back over to the decode over here. And let's see. And you know what's amazing? Look at that date. 10 plus 14 is 24. Now we're in the year 24. And we hit again, right? So what's coming next? 2 partial solar eclipses will grace the skies next year in March and September. So that's the 3rd month and the 9th month, right? 39. Remember October 33 and 39, eclipse 33 and 39, Hawaii 33 and 39. Since we're back here, we might as well, take a guess. And that pick really lands right there, doesn't it? Okay. All right. So the next total solar eclipse won't arrive until 2026 and will pass over the northern fringes of Greenland, Iceland, and Spain. The Associated Press Health and Science Department received support from the Howard Hughes HH88, no coincidence, Medical Institute Science and Educational Media Group, the AP solely responsible for all content. And again, October's Ring of Fire solar eclipse will dazzle parts of South America and the Pacific. Let's look at that Ring of Fire match. And then maybe we'll play a little bit of that again. Let's look at that boxing match. Usyk and Fury. What day did Fury fight Usyk? Let me put date. I did the decode. Let's see. What's this? Look, we get October here. Hold on, that fight. Oh, it was May 18th. Wow, time flies. It was May 18th, and it was the Ring of Fire, and you get Fury, right? That's amazing. It says October 29 here. It was announced that the bout would take place in early 24. Interesting, because now we're in October, right? And this Ring of Fire, Fury versus Usyk. It says Fury versus Music. You see right there, Ring of Fire. Open image. Boom. You see that right there? Right there. I don't know why it says, was it February 17 on MJ's birthday? It wasn't that long ago, was it? Anyways, my point over here on the left, Ring of Fire. Now, what other meanings could we get with Ring of Fire? In general, what does Ring of Fire mean? I remember looking at this as well during the USIC Fury decode, also referred to as the Circum-Pacific Belt, is a path along the Pacific Ocean, characterized by active volcanoes and frequent earthquakes. The majority of Earth's volcanoes and earthquakes take place along the Ring of Fire. And big time ritual energy. You know what I'm saying? If we have to say that, right? And since we're over here, I want you to see something amazing. Look at this former quarterback, NFL, Warren Moon birthday. This
November
right here.
18th, 1956. According to
Look at
Wikipedia,
the last
Harold
name
Warren Moon, born November
Now check
18th,
this out.
1956, is an American former football quarterback who played professionally for 23 seasons.
This guy was born, Warren Moon was born on a total solar eclipse day. Okay? November 18, 1956, total eclipse. What are the odds? Everything's fake, y'all. Look, November 18, 1956, a total lunar eclipse and the birth of Warren Moon. You see? What are the odds? Number one, he played for the Houston Oilers. Houston, like NASA. Come on, man. Come on, man. Houston, NASA. Space Center, Houston, bringing people in space closer. Is NASA still operating? Look at this. It syncs up with LBJ, the guy who took over for JFK after the assassination. Synced up with Trump now, right? For more than half a century, NASA's Lyndon B. Johnson Space Center. I didn't know that's what it was called. In Houston, LBJ Energy. Synced up with LeBron, and you get all the Ohio news right now because LBJ, Lynn Don, like Donald, B. Johnson, like Donald John Trump. And now I see how that comes together. Houston equals 112 like Donald. Just amazing, y'all. So that's it for our little side connections, right? So we can go back over here. We'll play a little bit of Earth has duality. Look at that, 52 and 25. We'll play a little bit more of this video, maybe look at some stuff we didn't see. Let's just see what else they got. Fast.
I can barely book a vacation a month in advance, let alone a year in advance, let alone 20 years in
20
advance.
years.
So, I mean, if you're willing to do that, that's when it's happening. So 2046 is when that's happening, 22 years in advance. But the next one you can really see is 2026. In that, again, it's Iceland, Greenland, Spain, a little bit of Russia, and Portugal.
And if you missed any of the eclipses we had this year, you missed them for what, 20 years?
For over Texas, several, like hundreds, maybe 1,000 years.
Wow.
1,400 years, if I remember.
Wow.
It's like 20.
I guess catch it while you can.
20, I have the number 2346 in my head right now. But that may be a different eclipse. That maybe $50, something like that. It wasn't very much to buy them. And you can check them, though. They'll be marked by the ISO and the American Astronomical Society. And so those ISO is always the initials I recommend looking for.
When I hear ring, I think of like Saturn, too. Saturn, solar. But I think of Saturn when I think of ring. Remember we had the Olympics. Remember the rings as well? Right? So you can go off with a lot of symbolism there.
That's the certification that they're the right filter. The easiest way to double check is if you...
So I'm satisfied. And I appreciate y'all. If you have tuned in to watch this, it's amazing. And if you want, y'all, like I said, give me a trending story where you're at locally, an updated trending story, right? A news story with info in it, and I'll break it down. I'll do the video. I'll link you in it. You can check it out. Okay, I'm very confident the world is ran on these numbers. I prove it daily. But if I can help get somebody else on board, if you're skeptical, then we can do it like that, right? And you see up there, scripted world, another John. That guy passed last month, right? I thought I did the decode already. Why is it popping up again? Unless there was another guy connected with Roots. I'm pretty sure that was the guy. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there was another guy associated with Roots, but another John bites the dust. And look at Vaughn Miller suspended. Vaughn like Don. Come on, y'all. I got your back, okay? And remember Bills Vaughn Miller. You see that? Remember Donald Trump tried to buy the Buffalo Bills. Wow. Positive magic, counter bad magic. Negative decoders. Bad, bad, bad. October's Ring of Fire solar eclipse has, I guess, apparently dazzled. Now, do we have updated footage, y'all? Wednesday's eclipse. Do we have some updated footage? Look, we got something here, y'all.
Cast walking around today.
This is what we need.
I'm not rich as
Go
hell.
back and play it like this.
Cast walking around today, Josh. It felt so nice. There was a little bit of a breeze. Felt good, though.
There was, and cloud-free skies giving us some bright blue sunny conditions, which would have been perfect for the solar eclipse that happened today. You might be scratching your head thinking, well, did I miss it? Yeah, everyone in the northern hemisphere did, as it raced across much of the Pacific Ocean. The only real impacts, or the people who were able to see it, were down in the southern tip of South America. So remember, solar eclipse, that's when the moon's shadow starts to put its cast across much of our area. And there you go. That was the path from earlier today. So very low impact for us here across the northern hemispheres. Today would have been a picture perfect day to enjoy a solar eclipse.
So I'm glad I remembered to do that. All right. So I appreciate y'all for real for tuning in. October's Ring of Fire solar eclipse dazzled parts of South America and the Pacific. I appreciate y'all big time. I'll be seeing you in the AM Arizona time. Tune in for another decode. Until then.